Hello everyone, welcome to JAIIB CAIIB English Medium. My name is Aarti and here I am going to tell you one very important point from your JAIIB May 26 that is related to your one of the subjects, that is AFM. Now I am going to teach you AFM in your JAIIB, and if I introduce myself, so I am a chartered accountant, and by that knowledge, because of my experience, I will tell you how to simplify this accounts. Yes, but few things are there which you need to read, which you need to understand about this JAIIB 26. So let's start today's session, and today's session is going to be about your AFM, that what will change this time. Yes, in your AFM only. I am going to talk about only your AFM subject. So before we start and discuss, let me tell you that if you also want to clear in a first and single attempt like this successful candidates, like they scored 73, yes, 60, 57, 72, 72 marks, yes, 54 and 51, 49, okay, Achha, last year they got 49, and now because of continuous preparation, 52 he scored or she scored. Then even though difficult paper was there, 60 marks were scored by the candidates. So remember one thing, if you want to clear in your first and single attempt with this good marks, then of course remember you need to be consistent. Yes, one of the mantra that you need to remember always from the day one, that is to be consistent. Chaliye, so let's start and let's talk about your AFM subject. Now what is the full form of AFM? That is Accounting and Financial Management for Bankers. Yes, this is your third paper in which you will deal with the accounts related to balance sheet, P&L, journal entries, ledgers. Yes, and next part you see, that is a financial management for bankers, like equities, debtors, yes, how to evaluate any project, how to understand time value of money. There are different numericals also, and along with this you have one more part, that is about taxation. I hope you all are paying income tax, tedious, but if you are not aware about this terms, what is the use of this, how to calculate it, everything we are going to deal in your AFM. So basically in your AFM you have 4 modules. Yes, module A, module B and module C and D. Yes, these are the 4 modules you have. If you see module A and B, these 2 modules cover your accounts part, purely accounts part. Okay. Next is your module C. This covers your all your numerical part, theory part, plus your debentures, equity part. Okay, like evaluating any project. And if you see, that is the 4th module, that is module D. In this you will see taxation part and fundamentals of costing part. Now this is the updated thing which you need to understand, especially your taxation. Okay, costing means how to add all your expenditure when you are manufacturing any goods. So that is one part. But if you see here taxation part, now this is very important because in this you will cover 2 things. One is your income tax. Okay. And next that you will be covering here, that is going to be your GST, goods and service tax. I hope you all are aware about these terms, income tax and GST. Yes, now these 2 topics are updated topics. Yes, but there is one problem, that if you take the help of your iibf study material, yes, if you take directly iibf study material, okay, in that book everything is related up to 2023. That book edition is 2023 edition, but now this is your 2026. Things got updated, new circulars are there, new you can say slab rate is there. So as per your May 26, you need to read updated things, especially in these 2 units. Of course, remaining modules and part of this module is going to remain same, that is constant. But if you see taxation part, that needs to be updated. Okay, so basically your not only these 2 units, but along with this, you need to read updated circulars also. So, if you are aiming to give your just a second. See, if you are aiming to give your JIB May 2026, this is your approx exam date. If you are planning to give your JIB in this time period, then remember you need to cover all updates up to 31st December 2025. Yes, but in your JIB book, you can see, even you can refer it, no issue. Of course, that is your study material. If you want to read from that, you can do it. But remember, few things needs to be updated. And what time period, means up to what time period we need to cover the updations? Till your 31st December 2025. After that, no updations, no new circulars will be added in your May 26 exam. All the updates, all your circulars, whether it is from RBI, whether it is from income tax, okay, whether it is from GST or any other circulars, especially for your banks, all these things needs to be updated. And what time period you need to cover? Till 31st December 2025. Okay, so make sure if you are going with iibf book, then it's very good, but please cover all the updates till your 31st December 2025. Yes, and if you want one dedicated study plan in which you can cover all the updations, I will tell you. But before that, let me guide you one more part of this AFM exam, that now if you see exam pattern, okay, now exam pattern has been changed very much if you compare with your 2020 JIB, 2050 JIB. Yes, now exam pattern not only includes your MCQ, that is just one liner. No, of course you can see few direct theory questions, but apart from that you will see numerical questions also, match the following questions, fill in the questions, and case studies. Now this case study is something new which iibf introduced in your May 2025. Okay. Now, if you want to cover your case studies, then you require conceptual clarity. See, you can solve direct questions very easily. You can ultimately solve numericals also if you have some concepts related to your accounts, or you have your background related to accounts only. You can match the following, fill in the blanks. But for solving case studies, you require conceptual understanding. Earlier, case studies were only covered in your CIB, but from last 2 attempts, in your May 25, even in your November 25, they asked case study pattern questions. Yes, that is case-led pattern questions. So, if you are not aware about the concepts, this part becomes very difficult. You can manage this 4 remaining parts somewhere, but this becomes very difficult and very lengthy in your exam hall. Now, how to cover, how to practice your concepts, and that too updated, let me tell you. So, basically, if you want to cover your this conceptual understanding also, about your updated classes also, updated circulars also, then what you can do, you can visit to our official website, that is Adda 24/7. This is our first link, and all courses JIB CIB, and your attempt is JIB 2026. Now remember, all this batches going to be your updated batches. Yes, we are going to conduct live classes for each and every subject. Yes, so here is your increment batch, but this is your bilingual batch. This is your also increment batch. This is your English batch. So remember, if you are preferring to go with the English language, then use this particular batch. But before enrolling, let me tell you one important part, that if your aim is to clear in first and single attempt, so rather than going with the increment batch, go with the JIB Mahapack 2.0. Now, why I am saying this? Because in this batch, ठीक है, you will be covering that concepts classes also, you will be covering this increment batch also, ठीक है. Along with this you will get here crash course classes, along with this you will get revision classes during your exam time, ठीक है. During your 1 week before your exam, we conduct again one quick revision of important topics. This is a crash course. In this, we covers your whole syllabus again in just 1 month. Okay. Here we will take your 3 to 4 months to complete your syllabus, because we will be completing in a depth manner. In crash course, we will be taking your 1 month approx days, and in this we will be taking your 6 days. Again for whole syllabus. Yes, so this is about whole syllabus I am talking about. So you can see here only, if you want to clear your JIB, you need to understand, you need to remember those concepts. And how you can remember? With this 3 batches. Along with this, for the practice, we are providing to you mock test also. So these are the benefits you are getting just by enrolling single time. Okay, no need to again come and again re-enroll in the classes. Yes, so that is why we always say to every candidate that better to go with this Mahapack. So if you want to purchase it, just click on a buy now, and please don't pay directly 7290. Before that, use one coupon code. Yes, if you use this coupon code, that is Y895, you will get here maximum discount. Okay, and try to use Adda 24/7 app so that you can get additional 1% off through your coins. Okay, so this is about your JIB Mahapack. So remember, updated things you need to study, and if you want to cover, go with the JIB Mahapack 2.0. So this is about your AFM, which you need to cover in your May 2026. Apart from this, if you have any doubts, any questions, you can ask me through the comment section also. So thank you everyone for joining. Take care and bye-bye.